The jungle doesn't forget, it clings to secrets, thick with the ghosts of battles fought in the shadows. In Myanmar, survival is the only law, and truth is the first casualty. This is where Escape and Camouflage begins. A story not just of war, but of what follows a soldier home. Seth Corbin's world is one of suffocating heat, constant danger, and choices that haunt him long after the gunfire fades. The film dives into the darkness where duty and morality blur, and survival becomes a desperate search for meaning. It's about promises made to soldiers, and the betrayals that haunt them for a lifetime. What is the price of truth? What does a man do when he's trained to be a weapon, but wants to be human again? This isn't just an action film, it's a journey into the heart of a soldier's pain and the relentless pursuit of justice. The jungle holds the answers, but it won't give them up easily. Enter Seth Corbin, a special operations ghost, scarred by the war in Myanmar. Back home, his battlefield is now his mind, and his enemy is memory. His daughter, Lily, is his anchor, the only light in his darkness. He wants to protect her from the violence he's known, but his past casts a long shadow. Seth is torn between the lethal operator he was and the father he wants to be. On the other side is Rebecca Stanbury, a relentless journalist. Her brother Josh served with Seth and never came home. The official story is full of holes, and Rebecca is determined to uncover the truth. Her grief drives her to dig deeper, refusing to let her brother become just another forgotten name. Her investigation leads her to Seth, the only man who knows what really happened. Their paths are set to collide, forcing both to confront the ghosts they've been running from. This is where the real battle begins. Rebecca finds Seth in hiding, demanding answers about her brother. Seth is defensive, clinging to the official story, but Rebecca's determination cracks his resolve. Under pressure, Seth finally reveals the truth. Their mission in Myanmar was a covert extraction, not a routine patrol. The team walked into a trap: bad intel, chaos, and betrayal. Josh was wounded and captured. The team was ordered to leave him to protect the mission's secrecy. Seth's guilt is overwhelming. He was forced to abandon a brother in arms to maintain a lie. The flashback is brutal. Gunfire, confusion, and the impossible order to leave a man behind. The government buried the truth, erasing Josh from the record. Rebecca's anger turns to understanding as she sees the weight Seth has carried. The confrontation becomes a turning point, no longer about blame, but about exposing the truth. Together they resolve to bring the real story to light. The cost of silence is too high, the mission now justice. Seth's confession is raw. He was forced to follow an unforgivable order. The mission was a political gambit, the soldiers were pawns. The government erased the truth, silencing Seth with threats and a diagnosis of instability. Rebecca's grief becomes a drive for justice, not just for Josh, but for every man betrayed. Armed with Seth's testimony, she uncovers evidence of the illegal operation and cover-up. Her expose goes viral, sparking outrage and a congressional investigation. The government is forced to admit the truth and bring the fallen home. Rebecca's pursuit exposes the lies and begins the process of accountability. For Seth, the secret is finally out, but the journey to healing is just beginning. The truth, once buried, now demands reckoning. The fallout is swift. Public pressure forces the government to act. The fallen soldiers are finally brought home, honored as heroes. Rebecca stands with the families, her promise fulfilled. For Seth, the truth lifts a burden, but healing is a new battle. Encouraged by Rebecca, he seeks help, beginning the long road to recovery. The film's end is about hope, not victory. Seth rebuilding his life, reconnecting with Lily. Rebecca finds peace and justice for her brother. Their unlikely alliance helps them both heal. Escape and Camouflage is a story of resilience, redemption, and the courage to face the past. Sometimes the bravest thing is not to fight, but to seek peace.